Hey folks, Dr. McCarthy here, and I want to welcome you to my website on diabetes. Here in Eastern North Carolina, diabetes is just exploding. It's the fastest growing disease process that we see in this part of the world. Actually, folks have said if Eastern North Carolina broke away from North Carolina and became its own state, it would be the #1 state in the country as far as the growth of type 2 diabetes. But I'm here to tell you that it's not a disease process, a bug that you caught. It's really you are eating yourself into this situation. So the answer is not like just eat whatever I want and run to the doctor and get metformin or get glipizide or glucophage, and then eventually, because they're not going to make you have any dietary changes, eventually they're going to say, well, it's bad enough now, we're going to have to give you insulin. And I've got a buddy of mine who does this, and it drives me up a wall because I know that I have answers, but he just doesn't want to listen. He eats whatever he wants, and he says, it's not a big deal, I'll just dial up the insulin, I'll take a little more insulin tonight. What they don't tell you is that insulin is really bad. You want to keep your insulin levels very low. And that's what we teach our folks as far as how you're supposed to eat. You eat food that doesn't create insulin surges. So when this guy eats whatever he wants and then just dials up more insulin, he's destroying brain cells. He's destroying his nerves. He's creating peripheral neuropathy. He's killing himself. And you're eating yourself into this situation. So, if you're sick and tired of just getting more pills and still waking up with fasting blood glucose in the morning of, 150, 200, that's destroying your health. In our office, we have a couple of different approaches. One of them is we test for food sensitivities. There's lots of foods, even so-called healthy foods, that can drive your blood sugar up. And if you're eating these foods and you don't even realize that it's doing this, you're killing yourself. So if you get the proper testing done, we'll know exactly what the foods are for you. So we'll tell you, you can't eat this, this, and this. And if we do that, watch your blood sugar come down. We have folks here regularly in our office who follow the dietary protocols that we lay out for them. And it's not anything crazy. You eat real food, you eat meats, you eat fruits, you eat vegetables. But if you can figure out which ones are provoking you and take those out, your blood sugar comes down so much so that we have folks all the time who go back to their doctor and they have to get off of their metformin. They have to get off of their glucophage. And we've had folks who have actually stopped taking insulin because they followed our dietary protocols. The second piece of the puzzle is what's called nutrient deficiencies. And we see this with tons of our patients who are dealing with diabetes. And you're eating all of these foods and you think, I'm getting all the proteins and carbohydrates that I need. But if you're not being checked for essential fatty acids and your vitamin D and E levels and your B vitamin levels, you don't know what your levels look like. Sometimes those levels can be too high. We'll say, hey, you got to change your diet. You're getting too much of this. And that leads to what's called toxicities. So look, if you're taking the pills and you're still struggling and you're tired of the traditional healthcare approach and you really truly want to get your life back, you have got to call my office. The phone number is 252-758-2222, or you can click the button over here, fill in your information, and somebody from my staff will give you a call back ASAP. We have the answers. You just need to reach out, raise your hand, and tell me that you want to find the answers for you. It's not the same for everyone. Again, it's 252-758-2222. I hope to help you soon. God bless you.